Yeah, amid the controversy involving Phoenix Suns and its owner Robert Sarver claims of racism and misogyny during his 17-year tenure, the team remains on the winning track. Head coach Monty Williams appears to be holding things together well enough as the Suns beat a callow Houston Rockets 123-111 for a fourth straight win. Devin Booker led the Suns with 27 points.
Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns playing host to the Houston Rockets. In the first quarter, Chris Paul gets the steal, passes up to Booker, who throws the alley-oop to Bridges. Phoenix in transition, Bridges with the strong finish, Suns up 15-6. Devin Booker comes off the screen, pulls up for three, and it's good. Booker had 27 points and 9 rebounds in the game. Phoenix up 22-11. For Houston, Augustine finds Wood for three. Then Tate finds a cutting David Nwaba for the dunk. Scores tied at 46 apiece. Kevin Porter Jr. drives to the hoop, makes a tough shot plus the foul. He makes the free throw. Kevin Porter Jr. finished with 20 points. Halftime score, Houston up 61-56. In the third, Jalen Green drives, steps back for the long two. Green had 16 points in the game. Houston up 68-59. Green drives, Booker is there for the block. Suns the other way. Booker drains the three. JaVale McGee starts the break with the block. Cam Johnson finishes it with the strong dunk. Johnson had 12 points in the game. Phoenix is up by 1, 82-81. Landry Shamet pulls up, drains the three ball. Phoenix is rolling. Chris Paul gets the steal, throws it ahead to Bridges. Bridges, 2 hands for safety. Bridges, 16 points in the game. Final score, Phoenix wins it 123-111.
Yeah, so the Suns are rolling. Didn't have the brightest of starts, although we're still in the phase of the NBA season that I still consider to be the start. But the Houston Rockets are not much these days with the big star moving on. And I really want to talk about the Houston Rockets right now because what I want to say is this. Sometimes people see superstar players at clubs and they're agitating to move on when they have this huge contract. And people are like, why? But you have so much money on the table. Where do you want to go? Why would you want to go somewhere to be a co-star or a part of a group of stars when you can be the man? This is why James Harden will tell you that, all right, look at what the Houston Rockets are now. One season, well, this is his second full season with the Nets. He's starting now, right? Nets he's starting right now. So he'll say, well, that's the reason. So for many years, the Cavaliers were stink. That's how they ended up getting LeBron James. I think we're going to be strapping into a series, a period where the Rockets are going to be horrible until they get some other player down the road who's going to lift them up. But Harden was right. There's a point, some total of what I'm saying, to leave the Rockets because they aren't nothing much now and they're in a huge rebuilding process. That's going to be long.
Yeah, they have definitely been very, very awful. And I feel like, George, although we're going to see really bad performances from them this season, it won't last for so long because when the owners recognize that, okay, and I'm sure they have already recognized that they can't continue in this manner, especially because you had somebody like Harden as a part of the team. Remember, they had Russell Westbrook too. So it's not like if they don't know and how to go about seeking the stars and they don't have the money to go about doing it.
Well, the only thing with that is though, unlike
What's up, Lance?
No, Lance is giving us music for a conversation.
It was actually an NBA site as well. So.
I mean.
Oh, it was NBA music.
That's what he said, right? No problem. But unlike football, where you can go next transfer window and buy players, that's not how the NBA works.
No.
Though. You have to wait until because you have made roster decisions and financial commitments. So you have to wait until the cycle comes back around to you where you are favorable in the draft. You can't just go and buy players. You have to draft them. And you can only get big name established players during the trade window when you have tradable assets. The Rockets have none, so they can't trade anybody they have for anybody valuable because they have nobody that anybody wants. And so that's why they have to sit with the process. So unlike City or Man United who are having a bad period and next transfer window they can buy $200 million worth of players.
And get rid of whoever.
Yeah, it can't happen for the
Not
Rockets.
so.
So that's why I'm saying it's going to be a long goodbye. Mariah, you're going to need a new t-shirt very soon.
Long time. No, I needed it from the start of the
There you
season.
go. So you need a Nets shirt, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right,
Yep,
you have
yep.
to continue.
All right, the 76ers are setting themselves up as the big dogs in the East and kept their good form going with a 109-98 win over Detroit Pistons. Seth Curry's hand remains hot, scoring 23 points for a 76ers team that had 5 men scoring 10 or more.
Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers on the road to take on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. In the first quarter, Tyrese Maxey finds Seth Curry, who finds the bottom of the net for 3. Seth Curry with the ball uses the screen, knocks down another three-pointer. Curry, 23 points on 4 for 8 shooting from behind the arc. Pistons up 2. Off the inbounds, Joseph finds Grant cutting through the lane for the layup. Then Stewart crosses up Joel Embiid, drives the lane for the two-handed dunk. Isaiah Stewart, 2 hands for safety. Sadiq Bey finds Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant knocks down the three-pointer. Sadiq Bey with the ball this time baseline, but kicks it out and finds Jeremy Grant for the corner 3. Grant, 22 of his 27 points in the first half. Halftime score, Pistons up by 3. In the third, Embiid hits the fadeaway jumper. Philadelphia up 74-68. Cade Cunningham makes the deep three-pointer at the buzzer. Cade Cunningham drives, gets the layup. Cunningham had 18 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Phillies up by 1. In the fourth, Milton to Niang for the three-pointer. Niang had 14 points and 7 boards. Embiid hits the turnaround fadeaway jumper. Embiid with 19 points and 9 rebounds. Thibault steals it and dunks on the other end. Philadelphia up 103-89. 76ers win it. Final score, Philadelphia 109, Detroit 98.
So that game was closer than I thought because of the record of both teams going in. The 76ers on the season, 7 wins, 2 defeats. The Pistons, 1 win, 7 defeats.
Yeah. However, I have to say, I feel like the 76ers, they definitely stepped up, George, because we know some of their key players missing because of COVID, Tobias Harris and whatnot. So I felt as if it's a game that
Is their only key player missing?
Okay, fine.
No, because I'm troubling you because Ben Simmons, his issue, and Danny Green, I'm sorry. Danny Green
No, but I just feel like they're holding their own, you know,
because
these are teams that actually have really good excuses to say that, you know, they're not performing because key players are missing. But I feel like although their players aren't there, they're really pulling through. Speaking about Ben Simmons, he's being fined again.
Yeah,
they're top of the Eastern Conference now, aren't they?
7-2, best record in the East, and the Pistons are 15th and last. And maybe Lance could get a game for that side right now.
I rather doubt it, George.
Yeah,
but go ahead, yeah.
I want to play though.
You want to play?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
These are the top plays from Thursday night's action. Let's go.
Stephanie ready, and it's time now for the NBA's top 10 plays. Starting off with number 10. Elfrid Payton gets the loose ball. Throws it up for Landry Shamet on the fast break. Strong finish for Shamet. Elfrid Payton eyes up. Shamet, 2 hands for safety. Number 9. Cade Cunningham heaves up a desperation 3 from the logo. Beats the shot clock buzzer. Cade Cunningham blocks, loads, lets it rip. Number 8. Lou Williams nails a floater while falling down to the ground after being fouled. Lou Will still gets it done. Contact, no problem. Bucket, good. Number 7. Kelly Olynyk steals the ball and races down court before rising up and nailing a long three-pointer to beat the first quarter buzzer. Eyes up, balls up. Good at the buzzer. Number 6. Eric Paschall drives along the baseline, throws one down, 2 hands in traffic. Eric Paschall baseline drive, 2 hands for safety. Number 5. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander crosses over AD, then Euro steps in the lane before finishing through traffic with the acrobatic layup. SGA, bobbing and weaving, finishes with the kiss off the glass. Number 4. Al Horford dribbles out of of a double team, turns back, and he attacks the rim with one hand. Al Horford, strong. Number 3. Trae Young shows off his creativity as he throws a lob off the backboard to Clint Capella for an easy slam. Trae Young off the glass, Capella down. Number 2. Isaiah Stewart breaks off Joel Embiid's ankles and evades another defender on his way to the rim with a pump fake jam. Number 1. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with one of the most confident shots you'll ever see, pulling up for the logo with 16 seconds on the shot clock to bury a 3, and the Lakers. SGA pulls from deep, no problem. And that'll do it for our top 10 plays.
There's a Lou Williams play where he fell and flipped it up. I think that was number 8. That
Yeah, should have been higher. Yeah, I would
Like
say
one?
that as well. That certainly was a top 5 for me.
Not one, but top 5.
Yeah, top 5,
You
yeah.
can't have that number. Anyway, to finish off this segment, these are the scores of the games they played on Thursday. Confirming the 76 over the Pistons. The Heat were really, really bad. Only 78 points in 4 quarters of basketball. That's not good. Beaten by the Celtics. The Jazz took down the Hawks. The Suns over the Rockets. And the Lakers, they blew a big lead. LeBron sitting in the stands. The OKC Thunder getting the better of them.